Well, hello man cavers, and what a lovely day it is in November, despite the hat the sun is out. So we're going to have a look at a little thing I got from the auction yesterday. That is the little lathe I am itching to see. The plug's been cut off. I'm guessing because this is probably too old to be pat tested. I don't know, so they just cut the plug off, because these were all sold as to be rewired by a professional. Well, I am a professional of nothing, but I can put a plug on. So we'll put a plug on, try this thing. And then we need to make a belt up, because the belt is missing. Right, let's have a look at this little lathe. So guys, here we are with our little lathe, which we're going to put a plug on and a belt on here. We're going to make a belt up, but first of all, we want to get a plug on. Now, if any of you guys are overseas, namely America, I know you guys are fascinated with our English 3-pin plugs. Well, here we are. This is an old one. There are a lot of videos on the 3-pin plugs, but what a lot of them don't tell you is any new appliance you bought in the last 20 years has come with a plug on it. But years ago, when I was a little boy, if you bought something, there weren't no plug on it, so you had to buy a plug to go on the thing. So we're just going to wire a plug on here, and I'll show you just how easy it is to wire a plug, because we work on 240 over here, not 110, so everything's earthed over here. Well, most things. I mean, some things aren't earthed, but most things are earthed. Something old like this would be, because that's all metal. Right, brown wire goes to the fuse. So we've got to take the fuse out. There we go. We'll just pop he under that little flap there. Push he in. And then we tighten this one up. I say some of these plugs are a bit different to others, but they're basically all the same principle. You have to just nip a wire under them. Right. I want to come down a little bit. Here we are. Blue one needs to come over onto this one. So the blue wire, cool, this is a rum plug to wire up. They don't get a lot of room with it. There you go, your blue wire comes under this one. So your brown is your earth, your blue is your neutral, and then the green one is an earth. I ain't going to fold that up to get that under there, so I'm going to take this screw here right off. There we go. Poke that wire down in there. There you go. Now put our screw on and that just nip the wire in. Here we are. I'm assuming the plug was cut off this lathe because it was probably too old to pat test, or I don't know. It didn't get a sticker on it to say it had failed a pat test, so I'm assuming they just didn't pat test it. They just decided, because that was so old, that probably wouldn't pass a pat of any sort, so they just hacked the plug off. Right, whack our fuse back in. A wise man would check that fuse beforehand. But we're not that wise, are we? We're going to assume that's all right. And there you go. There's our plug fitted. Right, I need to get an extension lead out here, because I refuse to go in the shed on a lovely day. We'll get the extension lead out here and see if she fires up. Alright guys, here we are. We have my extension lead. Of course, we're all outside. So let's get this thing plugged in. Well, it is on and we don't have a bang, so that's good. Now all we've got to do is press the pedal and see if that motor turns. Look at that. Look at that. Cool, what a lovely bit of precise control, look. There you go. Oh, what a lovely pedal that is. Look at that. Oh, that is just brilliant. Right, I think without any further ado, we should make a belt up to come around here, oil this little lathe up with some drops of oil, and yeah, see if she fires up. Alright guys, you're going to remember this belting from when I've done that little champion pillar drill I done. This is this belt what you have to put round and make it up yourself. I'm hoping this is going to be the right size. It is, look, it fits in there perfectly. So what we need to do is cut this belt off about here. Yeah, if we cut this belt off about here, right, we need to now melt this together, and believe me, that does hold. So got to remember to do it around there because you won't get your belt out otherwise. Now, I waited too long, guys. Let's do both ends together, look. And be quick. There we go. There we are. Yeah. Last time I think I struggled to get the heat right. That's better, right, there you go. We've got a bubble there now, look. Just went together. So let's let that cool down, fit it on, put some oil in these bits. Well, we can do the oil now, and then see if that little lathe runs. Right, let's get these little oilers off here, which are just little pull caps. And fill them with oil. There we go. Excellent. Right guys, it's been about 10 minutes. I think our belt is ready to go. So let's hook him back on. This is where I see if I've actually got the length right or not. Alright, we're on there. Let's push him onto this big pulley, and hopefully our belt don't break. No, it's on. Alright. There you go. Let's see if the little lathe works. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Here he goes. Here he goes. What a beautiful little lathe. Look at that. And I do like the little tool post. Absolutely love this little tool post that swivels. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a little beauty? Absolute little beauty. Right, that belt is rubbing on this guide. Let's move it over one, because I've noticed it's rubbing in the back here. Let's come over to this one and see if, yeah, that ain't rubbing now. That works as well. Although the belt is a little loose. Yeah, that's not right. That needs to come over this big one. But when it does that, this belt rubs on this little thing a bit. That's better. That must be how it is. Oh, hang on. We've got some writing under there, look. I just noticed the maker's name stamped on the lathe. Look at that. Little lathe runs a treat. Has it got any power? Oh yeah, look. They're shining the pliers up on that little brass wheel, look. Oh crikey, yeah. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of grunt in it. Alright. Absolutely marvellous. And I'll show you, which I was working out a little while ago. I was like, how do you get this chuck undone? Because that's a little collock chuck. And it turns out you hold this one and turn this, look. There you go, and this end undo pushes the chuck out. So you can then remove your piece. There we go, look at that. And then you just poke him back in. Do him back up and that pull the collar up, look. There we go. Perfect. There we are. But there is our little lathe. And isn't she a little beauty? Absolutely love it. The one thing I have noticed is this need to be around the other direction. There you go. Because that's turning the wrong way. There we are. There we go. But there's our little model maker's lathe. And I have just noticed a maker's name underneath. Now I did some Googling last night of this Robert Pringle and Sons. Now then, I googled them and it turns out that they are a fine jewellery maker that started in the 1800s in London. And they went from jewellery to engineering in the 60s, from what I can guess. And I think this is one of their lathes. So this motor does go with this lathe. Also, if you look on lathes, Robert Pringle and Son didn't actually make the lathes, they bought them in. And there's a list on lathes.co.uk of manufacturers they used. And I've now spotted under here, oh, I'm pressing on that pedal. I've now spotted under here a maker's name. There we go, look at that. So I'm going to look up on the Lathes webpage and see if this name comes up on there. And if so, we'll know this is a definite, genuine Robert Pringle lathe. There we go. Because Robert Pringle never actually made their own lathe. But she's made out of nice. Oh yeah, that is really nice. That's a piece of bar stock with the channel cut in the top, look. The little pedestal. This is a really good quality little lathe. It really is. It just needs a damn good clean up. Yeah, really does need a good clean up. And it will be fine. Even this headstock moves up and down. Where did I see that yesterday? I had that headstock moving up and down, didn't I? I don't know how I done it yesterday, or did I? Was it on this thing? It could have been this one. Oh. Cool. 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 No, ain't that one. I had this moving yesterday, didn't I, guys? How did I do this? Oh, that is like that. Ah, that's why my belt was hitting on that little thing. Because the headstock weren't quite lined up. There we go. That's not hitting on there now. So the headstock weren't quite in line with the motor. There we are. Oh yeah. Look at that. She's away. She is away. What an absolutely beautiful little thing. Ah. Right, we are going to call this video a day. The little lathe works an absolute treat. Do I leave it on this original piece of wood that was on, or do I make a nice wooden base and put it on? I don't know, that's got a wooden frame round there. That's like chipboard, what they've put a wooden frame round it. I wonder if I should leave it on this bit of wood. I don't like that bit of wood the motor's on, that can be changed though, can't it? Make something a little bit more befitting. So what do you reckon, guys? I'll leave it on this piece of wood. Do you reckon that's original? I wouldn't have thought so, not with Allen bolts in it, but you never know. You never know. Someone's done it all right. Someone's done it all right. Right, we're going to leave the video here. So, thank you very, very much for watching. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. And we will see you guys next time. But we have had a play with the lathe. The next thing I think we're going to look at is that Briggs & Stratton generator. Because I am really excited about that. So yes, we'll probably have a look at that in a little while. Right, I'm going to go, guys. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now. There we go. Robert Pringle and Sons, London Limited.